afternoon, and good evening. Welcome into the CryptoLogic Podcast. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic day, man. It is Tuesday, no longer Monday, man. So hopefully, you guys are having an amazing time.
Taco Tuesday.
Now, the market has kind of recovered a little bit.
Taco Tuesday.
Not oh, it is Taco Tuesday, huh? Frick. Dude, I need to get some tacos. You got a good place? Dude, have you tried Chronic Tacos?
Yeah, it's all right, but that's
You didn't
real.
like Chronic Tacos?
It's not real tacos to me, man. I need to go to Hispanic joints,
like
man.
the
taquillera.
What are they? Taqueria?
Taquillera or something.
I think it's called Taqueria.
All my California natives know.
I think it's called Taqueria, man.
It's taquillera. Taquillera.
Someone's gonna correct us either way.
Yeah, it's taquillera.
But anyways, as far as crypto goes, man, the market is doing all right, bro. It's not doing nothing crazy. We're sitting at 2.37 trillion, up almost 4% on the day. At least Bitcoin has finally came over that 50,000. So hopefully it, continues on its uptrend, but we will see. Ethereum has seen some positive price action lately. Got some news to kind of back that up. Now, probably not the reason why it's doing it, but it's just some news nonetheless. Binance might hit $600 soon again. Solana might hit $200. Cardano is probably going to still be trading under 150, 160 range for a little bit. XRP still underneath $1, so hey, it's still a good buying opportunity for XRP.
Lot. That's a lot. That's a very great buying opportunity.
Yeah, man. I think it was even under 80 cents.
It was 70-something cents.
Yeah,
dude.
it was 70-something cents.
Baby. XRP. Baby.
Polkadot has gained its $30 range again. As you guys know, it fell, I think, to 27, if I'm not mistaken.
Booty coin still out of the top 10.
Yep, they are still out of the top 10.
Come on, Avalanche.
Hopefully, Avalanche can jump it, man. Just one.
CRO lost all of its. Look, dang. CRO did.
CRO lost a bunch of steam.
Yeah.
It was almost to $1, and then the whales that bought in CRO when we bought in at like 4 cents.
Yeah.
They dumped it, man. Let's just keep it a stack, man. They dumped it while everybody else was buying it.
You see how it's chilling at 63 cents though?
Yeah.
That's what we always say. It's like it'll be at anywhere from 3 cents to 12 cents for months, and then it goes on a little run, and then it hits past 50, 60, 70, goes to all-time highs, and then it damn near doubles all-time high from like 26 to tripled all-time high. It went to like 98 cents.
Yeah.
And then it consolidates all the way down to 63 cents, still 10 times higher than when, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still 10 times higher than where it was before when it was chilling for months.
But people that...
it may never go back down. And that's what we talk about. When it takes off, it takes off.
The people that are just learning about crypto.com just because the name change or whatever, they're looking at this like, dang, it was only 63 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So they're pretty excited
every
about
crypto.
it. That's crazy.
Avalanche, that happened.
Happened to Avalanche for sure.
Even
Damn,
Dogecoin, happened to Dogecoin.
SHIB is just going lower and lower.
I thought it was another zero. It's only 2 digits.
It's about to gain another zero.
Yeah, it's
gain another zero.
Yeah, it's only 2 digits.
Holy cow. Whew, if you were in SHIB, man, hey. Whew, you kind of got to be sweating right now. I mean, I know y'all trying to be, diamond handed and all of that jazz, but whew, good luck with that, brothers. Oh, my Lord. There's not really much down here. VeChain is still, VeChain went as high as 11 cents and then dumped to 9 cents. VeChain has not done a lot, man.
When the markets are like this, it's very icky. But when you look at your favorite portfolio, your favorite tokens in your portfolio, that's when you should be very excited. But when you look at the overall crypto market and you don't see anything you're holding, you don't know, if you don't respect the space, you don't have anything that you believe in, it looks very nasty.
It looks dull.
Yeah, but when you see things that you like, tokens that you like on a great dip, it's just on discount. It's like a different mindset to have.
Well, I think that comes with time though. No pun intended, but I think that comes with time in the space. The more time you're in this space, the more you'll respect it. Just getting into it, somebody that doesn't know anything about it, the first thing they're going to be exposed to would probably be a meme coin, whether it be Doge and or SHIB. And then I think the first fundamental that they would get exposed to would be CRO, which is a exchange token, which probably isn't going to reach the prices that you would need or want for quote unquote financial freedom. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, if you look at KuCoin or something like that, you could probably say oh yeah, you can make pretty decent amount with KuCoin if you would have bought it in early. But who knows how long KuCoin has been sitting underneath $1 before it got to 14, 15, $20. You know what I'm saying? CRO is going to take a long time to get there, in my opinion. But I mean, eventually it probably will. Just, I mean, 3 to 5 years, 6 years.
For what?
CRO to reach KuCoin prices.
I don't know, man. It'll take a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. But they going to have a lot of money. They spent,
It's going to take
what,
a lot.
270 million on the name. They spent another 100 million buying
tokens.
something else.
They have way too
they
many
got a lot.
tokens.
They got
It's
a
going to
lot.
be like freaking like a couple $100 billion.
Yeah.
Hundreds,
I mean,
it's a lot of money.
I think you're gonna have to be holding it for a long time, 10 years minimum. You know what I'm saying? 10 years minimum. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now I'm sure we're gonna get some. I'm sure we're gonna get some hate for that. You know, because last time we talked about CRO, everyone chomped down our neck.
It's just the wave now. Like you're buying, everyone's buying. If you're buying CRO now, you're buying at the top. You're buying it after it already did a 15x.
He's buying the hype.
You're buying it after CRO did a 15x, so now you got to wait for it to do another 15x. You know how much volume of capital that is needed from there? Like CRO was meant to have its run. It was one of the only ones that didn't have one since crypto boom that came this year.
Yeah.
CRO was eventually going to have one. Quant had it. VXV had it. All of your favorite tokens had it. Ethereum, but Ethereum and Bitcoin, like those tokens are still everyone's still relying on them to still take off, right? Bitcoin's obviously everyone wants Bitcoin to hit 100,000. That's like the Bitcoin Max's dream. Yeah, their little dream. Oh my God, that was 100,000 Bitcoin. And then Ethereum still trying to get past 5,000. You know, it still hasn't got past 5,000. But we're waiting for it to get past 5,000, and the next number out there I guarantee you is 10,000. You know, that's what I think. I mean, CRO was meant to have its run. It did. It had a freaking 15x.
Yeah, it did pretty well.
It's like you can't expect it to go another. You know what I mean?
Not this.
It's a lot of volume.
I don't think. I think it will get to $1.10.
So if you're buying it now, you're buying it kind of late, and you gotta hope to hold.
They could potentially put 1.5x, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't like to hold. I wouldn't like to buy that now and hold it, and expect it to do another go from 63 cents to like $2.50. Like that's not knowing tokenomics. Not knowing the supply of CRO is like in the billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Isn't it like 70 billion, 30 billion? What's the circulating supply?
I'm not sure.
25 billion, 30 billion tokens.
30 billion, yeah.
So for it to hit $1, it's already going to have to be $30 billion.
30 billion market cap, yeah.
So it's like halfway there because circulating supply is at 25 billion.
Yeah, so I guess would that be?
And it was there. It was there. It was at around $30 billion. And then, maybe I think
27, 28.
Yeah. And then it was at 98 cents.
Yep.
And look what happened. It fell all the way down. Yeah. And you gotta get all that volume back and then some.
The whale's dumped.
You know what I mean? To get all that volume back and then some to continue to make money after you bought at the top.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me. But I like CRO. It's just.
I like CRO too. There's no flight to CRO.
Now it's long-term hold now.
It's just, you're going to be holding. Like the price, if you're buying in a CRO for price appreciation.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were saying about Quant.
You're
buying Quant,
not the wave.
You're going to hold it for a little while.
Yeah.
You already missed the run, but it doesn't mean that you're not missing the future run. You're just going to have to hold it again.
Exactly.
You're going to have to buy and hold. You're not going to make, Quant's not just going to turn into $10,000 in the next 2 months. It's just,
dang,
you already missed it from $77, $40, $1. I remember, I'll never forget, March 14, 2020, Quant was $1.80.
I think if Dante heard us say that, he might kill us. Oh man, I don't want Dante to hate us.
He's mean.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But let's move on to the news, man. I want to talk to you guys about it so we can get past it. This first article is about Three Arrows Capital. Now, if you guys don't know who Three Arrows Capital is, we're gonna dive.
It's that guy right there.
Do a little bit of a dive into Three Arrows Capital. But for lack of if you just want the quick version, Three Arrows Capital is a hedge fund.
The crypto hedge fund.
Yeah, they're a crypto hedge fund that basically bought close to $500 million worth of ETH.
100,000 ETH. Why everyone?
That's crazy.
This is fascinating to me. The reason why I was like, dude, I put this on the show because I'm like, El Salvador is buying the Bitcoin dip. Michael Saylor's acquiring as much Bitcoin as he can every time it dips.
MicroStrategy.
And you've got this hedge fund, a crypto hedge fund that's buying Ethereum. So like, oh yeah, you guys go ahead, you old heads, go ahead and buy Bitcoin. I know the value of Ethereum has way more room to grow. So they're going ahead and buying Ethereum. So it's just fascinating to me. I'm like, this is what's gonna happen. Like, as these upper echelon elite people, we want to call them, are buying Bitcoin, they're gonna make their way down the list. They're just gonna make their way down the list. Ethereum will be next. This is already proof. These guys are younger. They already know. They're like, oh yeah, I'd rather buy Ethereum than I would. They're getting more bang for their buck. So they bought their Ethereum dip.
Yeah, I mean, plus with Ethereum 2.0 coming out, they're kind of, hedging that's going to be, pretty huge. But
these guys are going to be the new, not them, but people that do follow these trends will be part of the elite.
Well, once ETFs actually launch for Ethereum and even Bitcoin, they would be in a pretty good position
these guys actually
to have a spot ETF.
They actually bought Ethereum, just like how Michael Saylor buys Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They would have a spot ETF.
No, these guys actually bought Ethereum.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Capital, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't buy the spot ETF or futures. They actually, just like Michael Saylor, when he buys Bitcoin, he's actually buying the tokens.
Exactly.
So eventually that's going to happen it's going to be normal. It's going to be normal. It's not going to be breaking news or anything. It's just going to be like a hedge fund buying stock in Amazon. And then it's big news when they sell it. It's not big news when they buy it. It's big news when they sell it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what's going on?
Now,
what's going on? Why are they selling? Oh, that usually, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
If you look at the stock market, that's when
Three Arrows Capital. I want to show you guys what they're invested in, and maybe you might look at this list and be like, oh, I might want to take a look at these.
Good one to invest in.
So you got Avalanche, you got Bitcoin, you got Dogecoin, Ethereum, Kusama, Mina. I think it's Mina Protocol, if I'm not mistaken. Polkadot, Solana. Aave is a
Ardana.
I don't know what that is, but it might be something.
That's a cool name.
Aave is a borrowing and lending platform. Kyber Network, I've heard of that. Orca, I've heard of that as well. Yeah. Trader Joe.
Trader Joe.
And then these are all of the other funds and capital firms.
If they have Trader Joe, I guarantee you after Solana, they're going to have Avalanche on there.
Avalanche is already here.
Oh, it's the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Avalanche is the first one.
Yeah, so it makes sense for them to invest into Trader Joe because Trader Joe has potential to take off. Because isn't Uniswap like at $14 already?
Yeah,
Joe's like at $2.
But Uniswap is going through like some stuff, man.
Yeah. That's why I think Trader Joe is a good play in regards to investing in a swap,
like FUD basically.
Yeah, Axie Infinity.
Yeah, they got some little NFT gaming type plays.
This list is gonna grow.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, man. I mean, do what the big boys do.
Buy Ethereum.
Do what the big boys do.
100,000 Ethereum. That's insane.
You look at
$500 billion.
Look at this actual, what they're invested in, and be like, hey, take a look. Definitely take a look.
Just take a look. just take a look. Take a look.
Definitely take a look. Now, as you guys know, we talk about Grayscale a lot. We talk about, how we think that Ethereum will be next, and to be where people will put their money as a store of value. Now, Grayscale said 77% of investors are more likely to tap into crypto if the SEC approves the Bitcoin ETF, right? So think about that for a second. 77% of U.S. investors. You know what? That includes the baby boomers as well.
Yeah, the U.S. investors that they're talking about is people that are like accredited investors, the old heads.
Baby boomers,
people that are literally investors that invest into the stock market, people that make a living off of investing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show some stuff that showcases what the past, use the past to predict the future.
Exactly.
Right? And it's not a cycle thing because we think this cycle is going to be completely different. Right, this cycle is going to be completely different, in my opinion. But in regards of the normalcy of the world, we're using the past to show your future. But I don't know if you want to do that now or not.
Uh-oh. Who is that?
Yo. What's going on?
Dante.
Damn, dude.
What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
From?
Damn, he just laughed when I said,
dang, he just popped up out of nowhere.
You couldn't hold it in anymore, huh? I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I heard John going on some rant. I had to get on.
Dang.
Fucking
I had to slow him down.
Spreading some FUD again. Spreading some bullshit.
He was saying some history repeats something. I was like, oh no.
Use history to predict your future. We got the great Dante.
Dante.
Defi
we were talking about
on air. Surprise guest.
we're talking
Let's
about
go.
how like Grayscale is basically saying once the ETFs come out for Bitcoin, that 77% of the U.S.
Yeah.
investors are going to actually get into crypto. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think so too, but
The
I
bull
don't
run
know
is
if
coming.
they will go directly to Bitcoin.
I think it's just
that,
crypto.
Yeah,
The
what's
Bit-
happened? I don't think they'll solely just look at Bitcoin.
The
I think
Bitcoin-
they'll look at Ethereum and
Yeah.
Solana.
The ETF is
Interesting.
approval. It's an approval. It's a
Yeah,
stamp of
so I was
approval.
listening to through the podcast, guys. So
Then got some telekinesis going on, Dante.
yeah,
Damn.
exactly. I was low key, and
Damn.
I've been low key just listening through this whole time, live, just interpreting
One
what's
day
going
Dante's
on.
we're gonna all be together, do a show together.
Hell yeah,
physically.
man.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
But what was I gonna say? It's just interesting, like the demographic. Even if I go in, like I think I always refer to, like the people who watch our videos. Even I don't know about you guys, but when I go and look at the people who watch my videos, it's nobody really in my own age group of
Yeah.
like 18 to 24. Like it's not a lot of those people who even watch my at least my show.
Right.
So it's like
Same for us.
77% or whatever, like whoever, like it's more interesting to me what age ranges are like they talking about when they say 77% of those people are now going to be, more interested in investing in crypto or whatever. Cause it's like, if it's 77% of a smaller generation or an older generation, it's not going to be as impactful. Really right now, I think even part of the point of making a channel or talking about crypto a lot is like getting so many of the kids our age, like, or at least my age, and younger, to realize the potential. Cause it's like, to me, it's like, there's going to be, it could have been me too. Like I could have totally missed the boat on crypto.
Yeah.
And, 5 or 6 years down the line, look back and realize I missed like not probably, most definitely a life-changing opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, so I mean, I guess if you're talking in terms of if you would have gotten in 2017 or 2018,
or even right now, honestly, I think right now is honestly the life-changing moment to get in.
It is.
Not
I
like
think
right
so.
now,
It
but
is.
during
Right now
this year is what I'm saying. Like, I think this is the last time where
Yes.
crypto is still going to be a niche.
Yeah.
I don't think crypto is going to be a niche for too much longer into the
broad.
future.
yeah,
Like when I think about this article, when it says 77% of U.S. investors more likely to tap into crypto, the space as a whole, to walk over and start looking at crypto. If SEC approves Bitcoin ETF, that doesn't mean that they're gonna just buy Bitcoin. It just means a Bitcoin ETF legitimizes. I can't say that word.
legitimizes.
Legitimizes the crypto space. So on that scale, and Bitcoin will be the first one, and it's been around the longest.
But who is it legitimizing it to? It's legitimizing it to the people who don't believe, older, who need institutional like backing for these things.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's 77% of the people who we honestly, no offense, don't really care about getting into crypto. It's not the people who are going to get into crypto for the ETF. We want the people who are going to get into the space and demand development of better products and use products. Like, so that's why it's like, the wealth, the wealth in numbers necessarily, like instead of like having that, maybe 10% of the 1% of people who, have that kind of money. Oh, now they're interested in buying crypto and they're going to buy some, Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Like, what is that really going to do for the space? Really nothing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion. So it's like, I don't know. We need to do something, or I don't know about us in general, but we're doing our part. But like, we need to get more young people in crypto, is in my opinion.
And that's true. And this is perfect. This parlays into the video. We got to show you this video. So Fidelity applied for an ETF for crypto, right? And I remember as a kid seeing these. So parents that were seeing this
ETF?
And this is Fidelity back in the 90s. So I remember when I was a kid watching these commercials. This came out in 1998. All right, so this is like old, like I was like maybe like 7, 6, 5.
I don't even know.
That's when I was born.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was born in 92, so I remember watching these. And think about it. Think about the parents now. They're older now. So now this was directed to parents, and then the people in, like, you know what I'm saying. And now people that were my age or younger are parents now. So people that were in the 98 that were like 17, 16, 15 at the time, now they're the ones that are going to be watching the new commercials that come up. So just watch this. Watch this. It's funny.
Yeah, hold on. We're going to watch it right now.
While you're out. Life called.
Life called.
And guess what?
You're late.
You have to
Because
share
you're
your
trying
screen.
to be everywhere, do everything.
What you need is some serious money management. Experts who can create a model portfolio.
Then manage
Sorry,
it
y'all. I was
based
just
on your
eating my
investment
breakfast
objectives.
at one
The money management pros doing what they do.
You.
You doing what you do.
Fidelity's Funds Manager Program, a portfolio of mutual funds designed to manage for people like you. Call Fidelity, because you're not just invested, you're personally invested.
He basically
Fidelity.
that's so old
Fidelity.
people says,
Securing
hey,
your future.
hey, you can't watch the markets all the time. Don't worry about it. Just
Taking
give us your
and
money.
securing
Now
your
she
future.
uses
Yeah, just give us your money. We'll invest it for you. That's what they're gonna do for these older people that get into crypto.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
You know,
Hey, you don't have time
yeah.
to be everywhere at once. You're swimming. You're going to business meetings. You're playing tennis. Give us your money and we'll take care of crypto investments for you. That back then was regular stock market.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to invest in the stock market? Hey, just give us some money. We'll do it for you. You're older. You got things. You got kids. You got things to worry about. We'll invest your money for you. That was that they were targeting back then. They're gonna probably do the same thing. Well, they are, I think, and do the same thing for people like that are older, parents that have busy. Give us money. We'll take
Yeah.
care of your investments for you.
I think Grayscale is going to be
For-
the one making those videos.
All of them.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think
See that?
yes, because
30
I'll tell
years
you
ago.
so the older generation, I don't know too much about this is the thing. So I have an uncle, he's older than he's probably in his 70s now. And it's really impressive. This man trades Bitcoin like and he's into the trading side of things. And so he's really into crypto for that reason, but it's like, you know, he's one of those guys who's I don't know. He's self-autonomous. He doesn't need other people like, you know, to help him invest or do this stuff. He's always been on it. He's kind of like a, you know, like I would consider what we classify like younger people as like entrepreneurial. Like they know how they want to go and make their own money type thing. So there's those kinds of people, but there's such a limited amount of them that I think, yes, like for older people, it does make sense to have something like Fidelity or mainly Grayscale. I think Grayscale is like the more forward thinking like investment firm that we have now.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's interesting. It's still interesting though, because I still think, I guess we, you know, this is what I realized too, is like, it's an interesting conversation to have, is that like YouTubers are the ones that are influencing the younger generations or
Right.
the generations of my age too, the ones who are not completely aware. And so we like YouTube has a really like social media has a really big part to play in the perception of crypto, which is why, like, if you just look at Elon Musk, obviously when he tweets about Doge has literally rode the wave. Shiba's rode the wave from a couple of Elon Musk tweets that were initially a joke, but because they got so much attention, you know, now he's riding the wave and now they're all riding the wave. Like everybody's, you know, making, which is good for these people. You know, I'm very happy for people who are making a lot of money, obviously, but you know, that's obviously not the only thing that's happening. There's people who are getting wrecked and people who are generally going to miss crypto in general, because they're going to only equate it to SHIB or Doge
Yeah, we were
or just
talking
like
about
some
that earlier.
currency that you can get lucky with, you know?
Yeah, financial literacy is very, very important. I mean, yeah, okay, you make $100,000 in a couple weeks, but what are you gonna do with that $100,000?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go blow it off on a AMG GT? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then
I mean, yeah.
then what happens after that? So you got a nice Mercedes, but can you make the payments? Can you know what I'm saying? Can you afford
It's
to?
not wealth, right?
No,
it's not wealth.
It's nothing. You basically tricked it off on a car that you could show people on social media. I mean,
Yeah.
now if you know how to play the game, then that's a little different. You get that car, you show it off on social media, you blow up. Now you become a car guy. Now you got all these different car brands coming at you. Now you can do reviews and blah blah blah. You can monetize yourself that way. But let's be honest here, a lot of people aren't gonna do that. They're just gonna be like, dude, I got the AMG
Yeah.
GT, and then they're gonna go back to their regular 9 to 5 job.
I'll
which
be
is-
honest. What is that? What is that? Is it a car?
Yeah. So let me show you, dude.
Oh, it's a Mercedes AMG. You're
Yeah,
talking about.
AMC
Oh.
GT, the little coupe. It's
Mm.
fire, dude. I always wanted this car. I ain't gonna hold you, but
I don't know, man. I used to be. I always thought until
It's
Tesla.
an AMG GT, bro. right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Until Tesla was a
Look
thing,
at this orange one. Holy cow!
I always wanted a Mercedes, or I always equated Mercedes as like, all right, if I could afford a Mercedes, you know, like I'm making it.
Right. That's what I'm
But then
saying.
Tesla existed, and then I don't know. I feel like you guys are also like tech nerds. I feel like Tesla is exactly that. Like
Bro.
for guys who are not that into cars but are into technology, like Tesla is the perfect like car in my opinion.
Like honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. When I first saw Teslas, I low-key didn't like how they looked. I just thought they were like super simple. And then the Model 3 came out and it was even more simple. And I was like, yeah, that's a cap. But dude, the more technology grows, the more I see, Tesla innovating. I'm like, damn, I need a Tesla. Plus the Cybertruck.
That's funny.
Dude, I want that freaking truck, bro.
It looks sick.
I want that truck.
I feel like it's really funny that you say that, because the Model 3 or like the Cybertruck to me looks so too simple on the inside. The newest, like, you know how it's like never the best idea to buy the first version of something. It's like,
right.
All right, if they release the Cybertruck, it's always like same thing with, at least for Mac. It's always like when they release a new Mac, it's like wait until they release the second one, because the second one's where they're fixing all the problems. Yeah. The same thing with Cybertruck. I think it looks on the outside. I mean, oh my God, it's unbelievable looking to me. But on the inside, it looks. I don't know about. I'm not sold on the inside. It's like to me a truck needs. It feels like the truck is missing something, because look at that, like dashboard is so big with nothing there.
Yeah,
like they can do something with that. They can do something with that.
Yeah,
I like the minimalist effect of things, but I love that Tesla's minimal. I'm totally on board with that, because like I don't, I'm kind of the idea of make everything as convenient as possible, make everything as simple as possible. So I like minimalist, like especially in cars. I think there's a lot of just random things that we've been doing for years in cars for no reason, really, like just standard things.
Yeah.
But they're becoming more affordable too. Like, like I don't know how we even got on the topic of Teslas, but I'm not here to advertise Teslas.
It's just innovation,
Yeah.
The more they're just doing a lot of innovative stuff as far as like even crypto goes. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. When you look at the future, you look
dope.
at Tesla as part of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%, definitely. But I want to get your opinion, Dante. Now that you're here, what do you think about the markets kind of slowly recovering, man? You think that this is the start of the uptrend, or you think we're still going to see some consolidation?
So, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have this addiction, I'm sure that everybody in crypto has, where you're checking. And the thing is, when things are going well, I never check my portfolio. I never check. It's like I don't think about it. The only thing I think about crypto related is like making videos, getting on the podcast. Like, but then when the crypto market's crashing, then it feels like even though I tell you guys I'm in this for the long term, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I'm still staring at my portfolio a lot more than I would like to, because it's mainly because I'm trying to make sure that I'm, ready for the reaction of the community. Because if we start crashing, then you already know the sentiment is crashing with the prices. I don't know, man. Like,
excuse me.
I don't know. I consolidated positions and I still feel like I could consolidate more. And that's crazy.
Dude, me too.
I've gone into 8 positions. And that's from like 14. And now I still, and these are projects that, again, if you're in our Patreon, congrats, you already know exactly, you know exactly what our portfolios look like.
Exactly.
At this moment in time. And I still feel like I could consolidate more, and it's concerning me, because that means it feels to me like we could still have more downside. I think I was reading some stuff online from a bunch of technical analysis experts, quote unquote, Twitter technical analysts, excuse me.
The TAs.
Exactly. And so 42,000 is like based on, the whole trend of Bitcoin over the macro, like over, last year and this year, we have to hold 42K, and we're far above 42K now. And if that is the bottom, then at some point or another, Bitcoin's going to hit that. But again, like, who really knows? And also, it could also just keep going up. It could have been that we've bottomed. I mean, if you go and again look at the TA and you look at when we had that crash under 40K, you look at the demand for and the supply, like how the the supply was essentially eaten up. If you want to go and look at a chart, we can do that. I never, obviously on my, on, I think both of our channels, we don't claim to be these, technical analyst experts, but, it's something I always look at and try to kind of benchmark myself against. And there's some people that know what they're talking about that, talk about the dip could be over and we could be going back up, but Ethereum is really what everybody, is not paying attention to, because it has basically held its value versus all of these other altcoins.
Yeah, so this is the Bitcoin chart right now. Let me see if I could draw some trend lines, see where we're
You can even see where it goes all the way down. I mean, it's pretty insane. All the way down to 40K. That could have been the bottom of this, and it could have been a flash crash, right? And again, what you have to keep in mind is, like, nobody, in my opinion, even with technical analysis, there's a very few amount of people who know what they're talking about on the internet. To be honest, I've only found a very few. If I had to recommend one, Trader's Reality, I think he's the best that I've found, period. His name's Tino. I haven't watched him recently because I try not to pay attention to markets like that too much, because it's just like, when you're in it every single day like that, you stop thinking about the bigger picture. You stop looking at the bigger picture. But Tino, for those of you who are like, if you want someone who's an expert, and one day I would love to get that guy on the show. I would love to get him here on some capacity to just talk to us about, in general, what is the most useful advice he can give newer investors who want to look at trend lines and look at charts and use that as their first way of getting into the market. I think that would be awesome. But I would recommend going and look at his channel if any of you wanted to know about what is really going on in the market, because there's experts, there's people who have put in the time. I will never claim to be, I just got into this stuff this year, guys, like the technical analysis piece, and I'm just learning. So, Mike, take it away if you have more to add. But
yeah, so this is a Fibonacci retracement tool. Now, I think I should have went all the way down here, but let me see if that actually changes if I do go down to that point. So I would have to bring this up to here. All right, so when I was learning about charting, Bitcoin loves to stay in this range, this 618 and this 0.5. This is the range that they love to stay in. So
yeah,
if you guys see that this is the 41, this is support that it bounced off of and came up to here. Then it broke this resistance here, kind of traded sideways, and now it's trying to break this resistance. This is its next level. So 52,229 is resistance currently. So you can see these two wicks right here. They're trying to basically bounce off of this. They haven't broke through yet. So usually when traders look at this, they look to see for a breakout. Like if it goes up, that's a breakout. They wait probably about 2 days to see if it continues to go up. If it does, then that's a breakout. But if it kind of consolidates and goes back down, this currently is support now. This 48,000. So as you can see, it has multiple touches. Just keep kind of trading right here. So every time it hits it, it bounces, and then now this is kind of resistance. So I mean,
super interesting. It's super interesting.
I'm not a super TA guy, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you're going to be like a day trader, swing trader, this is kind of important information that you kind of need to know, because you need to know what Bitcoin is going to do. Because if Bitcoin doesn't do well, your altcoins are going to do worse.
And to that point, if you are someone who's just getting into crypto, you don't need to be trading crypto. And what I mean by that is, like, it's hard to say that at this moment in time when, we're farther into the bull run than we were at the start of the year, or when, it was a little bit earlier in the cycle, quote unquote, which I think we've basically defied at this point. Like, there is no, we're on a new path at this point, in my opinion. But you don't need to use TA. But it's like, again, it's one of those things that if it's going to make you feel more comfortable to buy something with your own plan in mind, knowing TA is good, because you can make a plan. Whether you don't have to necessarily be able to predict and know what's going on in the future based on what it says on the charts, but it gives you like a guideline or a plan where you say, all right, like, I know how to use the Fibonacci tool. I'm going to buy here and I'm not going to sell until it gets here. Yeah. And if you just, it's just giving your, there's the saying, like, you have your monkey mind, like, your monkey mind is the mind that'll go nuts and go crazy and start freaking out, right? Like, when prices go down, it's like, in order to control that, it's kind of like you set some boundaries for yourself, and that's why TA is good. But personally, I have been completely fine without it, and it's actually hurt me using it.
Yeah.
So for some people, it really doesn't work, and I'm one of those people where if I'm using TA, it's not helping me.
It's like
I don't know
John.
about what you guys think.
John always says, man, he's like, dude, I've never looked at a chart and I've been doing fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because you really don't need
like
to, but
for like, if we look at the chart, right?
Yeah.
These lines are basically just price targets. So, I mean, if you want to draw the Fibonacci retracement, you just go from the top all the way down to where the bottom is. And then it'll give you a accurate assessment of like where your price targets are. So if you're looking at it for that standpoint, like, all right, well, I bought in here, or I bought in at 41,000. I'm not going to sell until it reaches 56. Or I'm not going to start taking profits until, 63. You know what I'm saying? You could look at it like that. You don't have to look at it as so technical, like, this is a rising candle or shooting star.
Can't
or
buy right now. It's gonna drop.
Yeah.
yeah, I think the point is
like MicroStrategies can come in and just be like, buy the dip, and then poof, all your technical analysis just went whoop.
Yeah,
you know?
somebody they're like, oh, Bitcoin's gonna go down. Looks like it's gonna go down, and then it goes down, and then someone bought the dip and then went right back.
Yeah, like Tesla buys $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and then next
That's
thing
why
and-
it's like,
and-
technical
and-
analysis is like, okay, sometimes when you win, when you predict the right play, you look like a
but
legend.
but the interesting thing is a
gambling.
lot of the time those events, I remember even when Elon announced that Tesla was buying Bitcoin, I remember even then people were saying that was in the charts. Even if there's people who put that out there, like would put out charts and say, listen, man, I know everyone thinks that this is pumping because of Elon, but if you looked at the charts, it was telling us that this was coming anyway. And so that's when things get interesting. That's when I feel like I'm in the matrix, is when like somebody can, paint a picture for me that actually legitimately looks like, regardless of this announcement, based on whatever, technical analysis knowledge that, traders have, they saw that coming. And if that is true, if that's really the thing, is like, if you can get to the point where you really are that good with a chart, and if that is really possible, then that is incredibly impressive to me. And obviously, like, you should not take what I say as, or us, or what we're saying as, the depth of what technical analysis can do. To me, I don't, I guess I might not understand it fully, but I definitely find it fascinating, because it really is just, trading psychology, and that's what's pretty cool to me.
Yeah,
because
that's
I'm far more
basically what you
interested
need to
in the
know.
psychology side of things.
What people are thinking, once you learn what people are thinking or how they're going to think, then you can, without technical analysis, you can literally basically understand what's going on. Like, you got to know what the people are thinking. It's the theory behind the mindset of people. If the market is red or is down, people are going to start selling. So, get ready to be able to buy something. You know what I'm saying? Be able to have a bag on the side to where you can just, all right, XRP's down. All right, bet. Quant's down. All right, bet. VXV's down. All right, bet. Alliance Block's down. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Now you're not stuck. But the thing that I think I made a mistake on, and I'm learning from now, is actually like taking profits, like we spoke about the other time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be so greedy in the sense of, oh, I need to 5x or I need to 6x. You know what I'm saying? Be happy with the 2x. You know what I'm saying? Like, be happy with the 2x. If it ends up going higher, oh great, you still own a moon bag. It's not like you took all of your money out, but in the same breath, it's like you have to realize that this crypto game is just about doubles, man. You double your money each time. Don't get too greedy.
I'm so guilty of that, man.
Hey,
so
I am
guilty of
too.
that,
That's why I
because
said I'm
it's
learning. You know what I
unfortunate.
mean?
Yeah, we're learning, and that's the point. Is like, I think even just on social media and stuff, like, don't look at everybody who goes on social media and posts as, oh, these guys know what they're doing, or he or she or whoever it is knows more than I do. I think we always talk about it. It's like, at least from my perspective, I'm sort of like, I'm going to use myself as the guinea pig for a lot of people to learn from. Kind of like, I've done it multiple times in videos. I say, guys, it's a good time to take profits now, most likely. And then, and it turns out that it was a good time, but I won't do it myself. And then I'll be sitting there with 20% of my portfolio being, quote unquote, loaned back to the market, as they say.
Yeah, man. It's a
Yep.
serious thing, and the quicker you realize that, the more happier you'll be. Cuz
Yeah.
like if you get into a project early, right? And you know the potential. You know that it could probably, 100x easy, probably 10x easy. But the point is you got in early, you made some good profit. You take your profit at that point. You don't take everything, but you take some profit and allocate those funds to something else. Maybe it's on a dip or something, or just put it into a stable coin, stake it until there's an opportunity for you to buy something. There's even such things as auto compounders, man. You can do auto compounding, get 100% APR, APY on your money. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different ways that you can kind of look at crypto, and I just feel like I've been kind of doing it a little wrong, but I wouldn't have figured that out had it not happened to me.
Yeah.
So, it's easy to point a finger now, hindsight 2020, but you got to go through these things. Like John said the other day, like some people got to scar their knees, some people got to get rugged, because when you get rugged, you figure out, okay, well, hey, I don't want to do that again. And you kind of learn from it. So that's my 2 cents on that topic. What do you think, John? I feel like you haven't said much all show, man.
No, I'm just listening to you guys. I mean, I agree with you. I was just listening. People got to get dragged through the mud to you can't be. You're not gonna go undefeated. So that's what I think.
I mean, low key, we're 9-0 though. I ain't gonna hold you.
9-0.
Nah, we lost some, man. Don't say that.
What?
CCC.
Well, but we didn't put CCC out
Tractor
on
Joe.
air. We haven't put those on air. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
There's a couple. There's a couple.
It's different. Well,
now I'm losing on Ford too, so I'm still holding it.
But Ford is I think Ford will still do well, man.
I'm just still holding it. That's why I'm still holding it.
Yeah.
Ford's just down. So
I think Ford will still do well.
It's still gaining money.
Man.
But everything
This is
else,
all I want to say.
like 5-0 on air stuff, 5-0.
I want to congratulate these guys over here, and I'm changing the subject here, but
Okay.
almost at 100 pledges already without any promos or anything like that on the Patreon. That's awesome. And again,
cow.
thank you to we have 13 Patreons already, and
Yeah.
like I said, we haven't really at least I have not said a word to anybody about it. I don't know about you guys.
We haven't, other than the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
People
mainly
talk about it in the Discord.
Exactly. Mainly only people who are in the Discord and active on the podcast really will know. But guys, I'm very proud of you for putting in the work, because like this is just the beginning, obviously, and already there's value in there, and I'm just I don't know, I'm very happy. Like there's people who actually enjoy already what we've already put up there. So
there's more
stuff.
coming today. There's more today,
coming, man.
tomorrow. We have a lot of stuff we're gonna be uploading almost pretty much every day.
I think I was worried we weren't going to be bringing. I was worried that I was like, man, like if we're going to do this, we got to make sure we're not like that. This is people are going to get more than they asked for, right? And I think we are already delivering on that just day one, which is amazing. Like to me, it's amazing, and I'm very happy. So
man. The thing that I like about the collective, man, is it's not just a place where we just give you picks just so you can make money. This is a community that we're building here. Facts. That is more than just crypto. It's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's like it'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of like once we have financial freedom, it's like, look, I'm taking you guys on a journey with me to the AMG dealership, or I'm taking you to go buy a Tesla. I'm gonna show you how to use your crypto to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Things that are gonna actually change your life, not just bro, go ahead and buy duba. Go ahead and buy this. Oh yeah. Like anybody, you can go to anybody for that.
Investing strategies. Why the psychology of why we're moving like some out of this position into this position, why we're increasing this position, etc. Things like that.
So yeah, I would
like,
say
this is next 100x. Like
exactly.
We've been doing that on the show for free for months.
Yeah,
and that's
the thing is, it's almost like the. To me, it was like even it's only been a day, obviously, but I just like even just seeing if there was an audience for that, or if people would appreciate or enjoy that kind of stuff. And, I think it'll be like something that eventually we'll have a public version of the stuff we talk about and stuff like that, but not necessarily everybody in crypto wants to, hear us talk about more of a general greater life, things in the context of life.
Yeah.
But I think, the point is we're all humans, right? We all have our stories, and crypto is a huge part of our lives now, but it's something that has also, impacted the way we look at life, because it's like there's so much you learn in crypto. It sounds crazy, and it sounds like, what is this guy saying? Sometimes even I think that, like, if someone was listening to us or listening to me talk, sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, some people get on this thinking they're going to listen to crypto, and they hear this shit and they're like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
like, that's sort of why it's like on the Patreon, there's no filter really. It is absolutely raw, where on YouTube, where it's more public, not everybody wants to hear about that stuff, or not everyone's going to take it in a way where they're ready to receive it. It'll sound like we're preaching, and that's not the point. It's like, we don't want to advertise this and make people feel like they need to be in this
Exactly.
Patreon
It's on your own free will, man.
Exactly. It's all a choice, that you make, and you definitely do not need to be in the Patreon to enjoy the content, right? Like, the content at the end of the day will always be,
Great.
geared towards the largest audience, which is the YouTube, the podcast, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I think the information in the channel will not be diluted because of the Patreon.
Yeah, it's more like
it's for the guys
in addition to
the guys and gals who want to get into the weeds and actually do this for themselves, and make this something that comes from within them, rather than
just us coming out with something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like relying on, and it doesn't have to be us, because of course I'm sure that we're not the only ones you listen to or watch, which is good. But you'll never have to rely on somebody else, and the internet, guys, there'll be so many people who will disappear when they'll say something, they'll make a mistake and be wrong, and they will disappear. And I guess the point is, at least part of what I'm trying to prove, and what these guys are proving, and I think we're proving, is like, it's okay to go out into the public and say something and share a belief, and then be wrong about it and change your mind. Like, and in crypto, it's very easy to be wrong. And so when I go out there, or we go out there and we say, listen, man, ALBT is going to $10, and then maybe in the next 2 years, ALBT goes bankrupt or whatever, and the company just turns into nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, we were going off of the information we had at the time. And like, you shouldn't hold it against us. You shouldn't hold it against yourself for being wrong. You should be, proud of yourself for believing in a project, and letting them have the time and the space to actually see if they can live out that vision. But when things don't go right, you don't stick with them and just, decide that you're not going to change your mind because other people have already heard you say something, or you've already committed to a certain thing. Like, the space changes every day. And so that's why I think that at least the Patreon, you'll get to see how quick, at least in my opinion, I'll move things so fast. Like, my portfolio, I'll change it up out of nowhere. And it's hard to keep people updated, and I feel bad. So at least in the Patreon, you guys will get that plus a lot more that you didn't ask for, and you maybe didn't even know you wanted. And then hopefully you'll enjoy that too.
And or needed,
or needed. Yeah.
The goal with the Patreon is to bring on a lot of different minds to kind of, give you a whole different perspective. Hopefully, we can get some tax people that do taxes for crypto. Hopefully we can get some of those people in there, and, lawyers and things of that nature, and have an understanding,
We got Keith, we got a lawyer,
a judge.
I mean, it's just awesome who you meet in this space, man. It's like you meet so many effing cool people, man, and I love it. And it's really all about the people at the end of the day. And some
NFT people that create NFTs in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to learn how to get some NFT. Like, there's going to be a whole bunch of things that we're going to be adding into it, man. And but the thing is that we all say, and Dante in particular, is we're not here to show this to you guys. This is going to be your choice. If you want the information is there. And it will continue to grow. We'll continue to bless you guys with that information, but it's not something that you have to feel like, oh shit, if I don't get it, I'm missing out. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and the point is, like, and it's something that I am, I think I speak for all of us. Like, we're already proud of, like, just, and so it's something that is, a creative outlet for me too. It's like, So I will, whenever I talk about it, it's because it's coming from, out of love for these guys and what they're doing and the time they put in.
Exactly. So yeah,
proud of everybody, proud of everybody in the circle, proud of everybody who's in the community, who's still here and is not, is taking the initiative, because I'm, like I said, people even in my age group of who arguably have the most opportunity, being, either around 19 to 24. I think that is where, it's like being in that age during the start of the internet. The opportunity was absolutely incredible. And so for the people who are older and trying to learn and like, I really respect it a lot, because it's not, the world is changing so fast. It's like, even me looking at kids 16, it's like they interact socially and they operate so differently just because of the technology that they grew up with. So it's like the gap is, if we don't pay attention, the gaps will keep becoming bigger between generations. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, guys. So, we don't want to be on our soapbox forever, but I mean, hopefully you guys find some value. But if you guys want to check out the collective and you think you want to, dive into it,
check it out.
It's always in the description.
Check it out.
We should pin it to the first comment to the top.
Yeah.
So we'll pin that as well. So
yeah, we will. Shout out to our 13 active Patreons.
There we go. Lucky 13.
Y'all are
Is
the
that a lucky
goats.
number? 13 is a lucky number, right?
It's
is it
actually
7?
considered, I don't know. So 13, it's superstition, but I think in where I grew up and stuff, like 13 was considered an unlucky number, but it was actually like the number I used in soccer, and I was very successful. So
Hey, there we go.
because it was the unlucky number, I remember my mom was like, that's an unlucky number. So I was like, all right, well, I have to make it lucky. So I think it's all in your head, guys. That's all I gotta say.
Head.
It's all in your head.
There's no
It's
such
all
thing
in your head. But definitely, man, if you guys found some value, please definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with this latest crypto stuff, man.
Gang.
And
Appreciate
we will
it.
see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.